they're used to women flying off the handle and yelling, screaming, crying, whatever. But when you don't respond with your emotions and you respond with logic and your thoughts are very calculated, you will be the unforgettable woman for sure. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about femininity and embracing that energy while you are dating or even in a relationship. I want to start off by saying some tips or micro habits that you can start incorporating into your life today that will really put you on the right path for you to be basking in your feminine energy. Making sure you're practicing mindfulness, whether it be a meditation in the morning or taking a meditative walk every single day, but really taking some time to be in a space where it is quiet, having a moment where you can just take a deep breath and relax and reset will really put you in the right habit of being in your feminine energy. Walking is really good for you. It really helps you clear your mind and maybe answer any questions that you might come across that are not really surface level, that you can't solve easily, and you might have to rely on your intuition. So walking can help that. They say when you walk, the muscles in your spine, in your nerves in the back of your neck, massage the brain stem so that it stimulates, it helps your mind perform better. Taking a nice walk, maybe after dinner, is really good for your exercise and your health, but also for your mind. Do things that you enjoy doing. A lot of feminine habits that I like to do is dancing, painting. You see my painting in the back, and my paintings all around. So just having a creative outlet, whether that be drawing or coloring, singing, dancing, whatever you desire. Another way to figure out what you love to do is think back to the things that you enjoyed doing when you were a child, things that brought you joy. When the pandemic happened, I always wanted to learn how to do yoga, so I started teaching myself at home how to do yoga, and that's another hobby that I really enjoy to do. Also, I really want to start getting into doing Pilates, so that is another feminine hobby that I would love to pick up in this coming 2025. Let's go right there. Figure out what feminine hobbies you would like to incorporate into your life. So maybe you want to take on baking or you want to start cooking more. Do things that kind of inspire you and evoke that feminine energy, that creative mind, the creatress kind of energy. Be mindful that everything starts with you on an individual level. If you want your outside world or your reality to change, it starts with an inner shift, a mindset shift, a behavior shift. So really start to focus on things that are in your control, because when you are pouring into your own cup and focusing on yourself, that energy and that transformation, the shift that you're doing, is radiating outwards to the people that are around you. And you can inspire other people outwardly when you are living proof, living manifestation of the things that you want in your reality to change. Focus on your realm of control. There's a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and it talks about focusing on things that are in your span of control, things that are in your circle, which is your mind, your thoughts, your behaviors, your reactions, and your responses to things. Focusing on those and changing maybe how you reacted to something instead of responding. Maybe you immediately said something back out of anger instead of taking a deep, mindful breath and putting yourself into the awareness and then choosing to respond in a more mature way, in a more thoughtful way. Change them if they need to be adjusted. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Micah. If you're new here, I post a video every week and I talk about mindset, self-development, psychology, and femininity. Subscribe so you don't miss any of my new videos. To see more content like this, follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Elegant Micah. If you are ready to attract love to you without settling for the wrong guy, get my freebie in the description box below. Making sure you have a clean space this is another micro habit that you can use to your advantage. Your sheets are nice and fresh and warm, and it smells so good. Like, you just want your area and your environment to be just very enjoyable, very clean, very mess free. Declutter your environment can affect your mind and how you think. So, just creating a safe and a comfortable, clean space, maybe lighting some candles, making your laundry smell so good, putting air fresheners or having a diffuser going in your room, spraying things with your favorite scent, and just making your space and the environment around you homey and comfortable, bringing a very good aura and energy to your space. This habit is so key to help you exude your feminine energy while you're either dating or in a relationship. And this is showing up as your higher self, that higher being of yourself that you would like to step into. Girl that has it like all together and is just aligned, and she got it. She has it straight. She knows what she's doing. The girl that you want to be. Envision who she is. Envision her routine, her habits, how she speaks, her aura, her energy. Envision it and get very clear on it. And then you need to start showing up as her. You just got to think about, what would my higher self do, and move accordingly. Move how she would move. Show up as her. And I talk a little bit about how to decipher creating that higher self, that higher version, in this video here. A really easy to do micro habit that will help you stay in your feminine energy is really taking care of yourself, prioritizing self-care, exfoliating your skin, moisturizing your skin. And when you're doing these things, make it into a ritual, make it into something very intimate, something that you really take your time doing and you enjoy it. It's a very sacred moment, and just romanticize it. Maybe you can have some candles going, some really nice relaxing music in the background, overflowing with beauty and love and self-care. So just romanticize the small things in your life. Whether you are drinking your favorite drink, maybe put it in a wine glass or a champagne glass. Take yourself out on solo dates every once in a while. When you are lotioning and moisturizing your body, maybe listen to affirmations that are affirming your beauty, and just make it a very sacred, romanticized ritual for yourself. While you are maybe doing your gua sha routine, doing a jade roller on your face, listening to affirmations while you do these things. And another key to like make affirmations work for you is by listening to affirmations while you work out at the gym. So listening to maybe an affirmation rampage, how great you are while you're working out, and that really drill in these new mindset shifts, helping you to become her, helping you embody your higher self and that higher being. The next key to flourishing in your feminine energy when you are dating is communication. Being able to deal with conflict while being in your feminine energy. Just be an unbothered queen. Not yelling, not screaming, not sending him paragraphs and essays on how he messed up and what he did wrong. Just be unbothered. I think the best argument that you can win against a man is none at all. So like, just not arguing in the first place. If he wants to create an argument, it's really hard to do, but just don't respond and don't feed into it, because he'll start saying things to make you want to argue. My mom always said, like, an argument requires two people. So just remember that when you are trying to step into your feminine energy and you are communicating with a man. When conflict arises, being able to stay calm and collected, being able to control yourself. One of the most important traits a person can have is emotional control, because when you emotionally react to something that someone else is doing to you, you're giving your power away. You're allowing that person to have control over you. You are basically giving up your rights to participate in your own life. Being able to control your emotions no matter what outside influences try to push your buttons and force you to respond. If your emotional control is like top tier, no one can ever get to you and you are at an untouchable level. Use your feminine energy when you are staying in a calm and collected mode. Reverting back to what I said in the beginning, the mindfulness, being able to take like a moment to collect yourself. Like when something arises, giving yourself a moment to take in 3 deep breaths in and out just to gather yourself and be mindful and just put yourself back in the moment. It's just a moment that you need to ground yourself so that you don't say or do anything that you might regret in the future. Don't be in competition. The easiest way to step out of your feminine energy, be in competition with him, is it puts you in your masculine energy. If you're watching this video right now, that's not the mode that you are going for when you're in a relationship. So there's a thing such as reacting versus responding. When you find yourself getting angry or something, just take a moment of mindfulness, and instead of reacting, just like not thinking about it and just saying something off the wall or doing something crazy, you need to take a moment to respond. Collect yourself and take everything in. Slow down your tone. That moment is to gather yourself, get your tone right so that you're not yelling, speaking with purpose so your point is conveyed in a correct and helpful manner. When you respond to a problem, you have the time to collect yourself. Your emotions are under control. And that is when the most production can happen. Men think that we are so emotional and we don't have any control, but when you are able to gather yourself in a calm, collected manner and control your emotions, it makes you really stand out from the rest. They're used to women flying off the handle and yelling, screaming, crying, whatever. But when you don't respond with your emotions and you respond with logic and your thoughts are very calculated and thought out before you speak, you will be the unforgettable woman for sure. And it literally makes you a unicorn in the world of love. And I also want to touch on when you are communicating effectively, you want to bring it up in a private setting. Like there's a time and a place to communicate things that are bothering you. So just make sure you are mindful of what you're going to say, you know that how you're going to respond, and your emotions will be controlled, but also bring it up at the right time. Don't bring it up after it's been like a hard, long day at work or anything that's inappropriate. So just bring it up at the right time and in a private setting because you want to respect each other's privacy and you don't want to like be at odds in the public, you know, because they're supposed to be your partner, be a team. So you don't want to convey a different message to the public. Solve conflict privately, okay? All right, and the next thing is so key, and if you miss this, you miss the entire point of being in your feminine energy while you're in a relationship. This is all about understanding dynamics. Men and women, you already know they're not the same. They communicate differently. Men want to be appreciated and respected, while women want to be loved and cherished. Like a jewel, like a diamond, like a fancy car that he takes care of, you know? If you hear any background noise, it's just my new puppy. Her name's Stella, and she's just playing in her playpen. We have different wants, and we also have different fears. So a man's fear is not being good enough, and a woman's fear is being unsafe, abandoned, and ignored. To have a happy relationship dynamic, you really want to be grateful and show him how much you appreciate everything that he does for you. And that will help your relationship balance and he will feel more like the masculine energy and you can flourish in your femininity. So yeah, in the background, that's just Stella playing with her squeaker toy. The next key to enhancing your feminine energy and embracing the feminine side of the relationship dynamic is letting your masculine guard down. Instead of you taking the lead and planning things, trying to lead everything, why don't you take a step back and see how things run? Let your man do the masculine things in the relationship. And when you let your masculine side down, this allows you to be more open to embrace your feminine side. It allows you to sit back and relax and flourish in your feminine energy. And it also shows you how dedicated and how ambitious your man can be if you let him. Allow yourself to be more vulnerable and open around him. If you're having troubles with doing that, take a introspective look as, is it safe for you to do so? Is he a good candidate for you to be more open and vulnerable with? So then you have to just make sure that it's a good fit for you to do that. And ask yourself, is his masculine energy allowing you to flourish in your feminine energy? Is it creating the container for you to flow in your creativity and be a nurturing creatress? You know, is his masculine energy inspiring you to be in your feminine, and also vice versa? Taking your masculine guard down, that is to inspire him to be in his masculine energy and allow him to lead and allow him to solve the problems that may arise. Also, just taking a reflective look on, is the environment safe for you to flourish in your feminine energy? And are you doing what you have to do, your part, to allow him to be in his masculine energy, so that the sides and the roles can be polarized and creating a harmonious, healthy relationship. Subscribe so you don't miss any of my new videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. If you are tired of dealing with dusties, get my freebie in the description box below to help you attract the right guy without wasting your time. Also, if you want a deep dive, check out my video on things I wish I knew about men in my 20s. And I'll see you in the next video.